cao giảm dần về phía sau. Ảnh Việt Tourist xin giới thiệu điểm tham quan tiếp theo là nhà thờ Đức Bà. Là một trong nhiều thánh đường đẹp nhất Việt Nam, có giá trị rất lớn về mặt lịch sử và kiến trúc, được xây dựng từ năm 1877 và là niềm tự hào của người dân thành phố. Chúng ta dễ dàng thấy hình ảnh rất nhiều cặp đôi đến đây chụp cho mình bộ ảnh clip lưu dấu những khoảnh khắc đẹp nhất của đời. Mặt trước nhà thờ là một vườn hoa nhỏ, giữa vườn đặt bức tượng Đức Mẹ và Bình Minh. Xung quanh tượng bồ câu xuất hiện nhiều, chúng xà xuống nhặt thức ăn, lại gần du khách, cảm giác thật thân thiện. Kiến trúc thánh đường theo kiểu đối xứng, có chiều cao giảm dần về phía sau. Tất cả các đường nét, ngời chỉ, hoa văn đều chút cao thức, Roman và Gothic, tôn nghiêm, trang nhã. Bề mặt công trình nhà thờ Đức Bà làm bằng gạch nung tại Marseille, Pháp, cho tới nay vẫn giữ nguyên màu hồng tươi, không bị bám rêu mốc. Nét đặc biệt tạo nên sự hài hòa, không gian thoáng đãng của tòa nhà thờ chính là vị trí nằm giữa quảng trường, liền kề với các tuyến đường xung quanh, không hề có hàng rào và khu viên kế cận, có góc nhìn đẹp từ mọi phía. Nhà thờ Đức Bà như một cái gạch nối nhẹ nhàng giữa cuộc sống đô thị và đời sống tâm linh, không chỉ cuốn hút người dân thành phố mà còn là điểm tham quan hàng đầu của rất nhiều du khách quốc tế. Trải qua gần 140 năm với nhiều biến động chính trị lịch sử, nhà thờ Đức Bà vẫn mãi là công trình kiến trúc tuyệt tác của đô thị Sài Gòn. Nằm bên trái nhà thờ Đức Bà là bưu điện trung tâm thành phố, được người Pháp xây dựng trong khoảng năm 1886 đến 1891. Khác với các công trình kiến trúc đậm nét Pháp, bưu điện trung tâm thành phố mang phong cách châu Âu, kết hợp với nét trang trí châu Á. Sau hơn 120 năm, nơi này vẫn giữ nguyên công năng khi xây dựng, với thiết kế độc đáo từ trong đến ngoài. Cùng vị trí gần kề nhà thờ Đức Bà, hai bên là những tòa nhà cao tầng hiện đại. Sự kết hợp hài hòa này biến nơi đây thành một địa điểm vừa mang nét đẹp cổ kính, lại vừa tràn ngập hơi thở của cuộc sống hiện đại, thu hút du khách thưởng ngoạn và chiêm nghiệm đêm dương sáo.
Our hop-on, hop-off bus is running through Les Ouen Street, one of the oldest streets of Saigon. About 2 kilometers long, this street connects Independence Palace and Saigon Zoo and Botanical Garden. You can see this street is very airy and beautiful, thanks to the parks on both sides and the greenery in front of the governmental offices. On the left are the general consulates of France and the US, and on the right are the general consulates of Germany, Netherlands, the United Kingdom, and Singapore. The street is also the venue of many parades and meetings on Ho Chi Minh City's special occasions. On to our next stop, the History Museum. Ho Chi Minh City has the most museums in the whole country. Among these, the History Museum is the biggest and also the oldest. Opened in 1929, the museum houses more than 30,000 artifacts and antiquities from Vietnam's ancient time up until 1930. The museum will surely attract visitors who are interested in Ok Eo and other ancient civilizations in the Mekong Delta region, the art of Champa or Ben Nye, Saigon, Vietnam's demographic, and the cultures of countries in the region. You can explore other services available nearby, a multilingual book search system of more than 19,000 titles, or the 1,000-year-old folk water puppet show. You can also shop for souvenirs or enjoy a cup of coffee in the museum's souvenir shop. A few steps away from the museum is Saigon Zoo. Situated at the northeast of Nghi Canal, this 150-year garden is a diverse natural reserve. The fresh air and peaceful atmosphere can provide visitors a hideaway from the fast-paced life of Ho Chi Minh City. Inside the garden, you can find the King Hung Shrine, the altar of the founding father of Vietnam. The building was built in the early 20th century, following ancient Oriental architecture, and was certified National Heritage in 2012. Saigon Zoo and Botanical Garden. The zoo is home to over 1,000 animals and 125 species, including rare ones such as Indochina tiger, Bengal tiger, leopard, white rhinoceros, hippopotamus, flamingo, and many more. The flora of the garden is just as impressive, with more than 360 tree families consisting of 2,400 woody plants and 500 herbaceous plants. The zoo is surely an ideal destination for people who are interested in wildlife, as this place is also a center for researching, conserving, and developing rare genes. It also plays a major role in disseminating information on natural conservation. Now please enjoy your time here at the History Museum and the Zoo, and the tourists bus will pick you up later, right at this spot. To your left, right at the corner of Nguyen Thi Minh Khai and Dinh Dien Hoang Street, is the headquarters of Ho Chi Minh City Television, or HTV. You can locate it easily by its 250-meter tall antenna. HTV, formerly known as Saigon Television under the old regime, has a history of more than 40 years. The station offers viewers 80 channels, both domestic and international. It pioneers in content production in many fields, such as news, politics, economics, culture, science, education, and entertainment. Incorporated with Southern region's characteristics, HTV programs have won the hearts of millions of viewers. At the juncture of regional cultures, Ho Chi Minh City has earned its name as a city with diverse culinary. You can spot food stalls in almost every corner of the city, from early in the morning to late at night. Some places even open 24/7. Vietnamese food is diverse and delicious and very affordable, so it would be a huge loss to visit Ho Chi Minh City without tasting its coffee. A cup of coffee has become a daily habit to its residents. They enjoy it any time of the day, anywhere they can, varying from high-end coffee shops to cozy places or even street stalls. Drinking coffee has been developing far from its basic meaning into a well-spent time with your beloved ones to share stories about life. the population of more than 10 million people and thousands of expatriates falling in love and choosing Ho Chi Minh City to be their second home, the city is a melting pot of various cultures with non-stop enthusiastic energy. And now our city center tour bus is heading to District 3. If District 1 is the financial and commercial hub of Ho Chi Minh City, then District 3, which borders District 1, is quieter, more local, and a touch of scenic with elegant French colonial villas, undergreen shaped streets, and peaceful neighborhoods. In front of you is Turtle Lake, the name that locals gave to this roundabout with many fountains, built around 1965. The lake's architecture includes 5 pillars, leaning inward to look like a tower. There was a huge metal turtle carrying steel on its back at the center of the lake, but it was destroyed in 1978. There is no turtle anymore, but people still use the old name. Since then, this area has become a favorite destination for many citizens, especially students, to stop by, take a seat, and get away from the busy scene for a moment. Hop-on Hop-off bus is about to pass Quy Don High School, the first school of the city established in 1875. The square-shaped architecture of the school originated from the ku, which means mouth in Chinese letters, symbolizing knowledge. Thousands of students have graduated from here, spread out and contributed to Vietnam's development. And despite its existence for over 140 years, the European-style building still remains its ancient beauty as a symbol of knowledge and education for Saigon. Now we will stop at the War Remnants Museum, one of the must-see attractions. The museum is currently a member of the International Council of Museums, ICOM, providing documents about the horrors during the Vietnam War. All the information, including materials, photographs, and artifacts, are well arranged here, giving visitors a chance to know the war and what the invading forces caused to the Vietnamese people, in a comprehensive and systematic manner. The goal of these exhibits is to educate the public about the price of freedom and also nurture their sense to treasure and protect our current peace. In 2013, TripAdvisor voted the War Remnants Museum to be the top 5 out of 25 most worth visiting museums in Asia. Now please get off the bus to start visiting. Along with tourist attractions and historical spots, cultural and performing events hosted frequently are one of the main features attracting not only tourists but also locals. These entertainment activities include music concerts, plays, water puppet performances, movies, sport competitions, art exhibitions, book fairs, and many more. The city always welcomes visitors during festive occasions or traditional holidays, such as the Lunar New Year, Tet Holiday, Mid-Autumn Festival, Whale Worshipping Ceremony, the ceremony to honor craftsmanship, Vulan ceremony to honor the mothers, and many more. These are chances for visitors to experience the harmony between modern and traditional values of Ho Chi Minh City. Saigon, Ho Chi Minh City, is considered to be the largest and most dynamic metropolitan area of Vietnam. Behind the rush to earn a living, the kind-hearted and welcoming Saigonese still spend their time to enjoy life. They are easygoing and harmonious, traits probably inherited from their ancestors. This street is entitled the Paradise of Computer Devices, with tens of stores located next to each other in just a short street. From a brand new computer to a second-hand hardware, you can find devices of all types and all prices in this street. Want a whole set or just a few small gadgets? Every shop here seems to master the art of customer service. They virtually have everything that you want and understand a great deal about the demand for IT devices. Besides interesting attractions and diverse cuisine, Saigon is known as a shopping heaven to tourists with a wide range of well-decorated stores and malls. Shoppers can find apparel in various designs, colors, and price ranges. Running from District 1 to District 5, Nguyen Chai Street gathers numerous fashion and gift shops. Products from both international and local brand names displayed behind beautiful windows will satisfy the most demanding customers. Especially from the early evening, tourists can do a short exercise here as locals use the pavement to show and sell clothes. And one thing that most foreign tourists are amazed when coming to Ho Chi Minh City is definitely the traffic. The city now owns almost 8.5 million registered motorcycles among 10 million residents. Motorcycles are a central means of transport to many Saigonese. These are sometimes regarded as an accessory, a fashionable item that locals love to show when moving in the traffic. Industrial production and assembly of motorcycles have been growing in Vietnam for years. Next on Hop On Hop Off tour, we are entering an interesting area well known among backpackers. Pham Nguyen Dao Street, also called Foreign Street, is the way local people name Bui Bien, Pham Ngu Lao, and Day Tham Street in District 1. Located at the heart of Saigon, roads here make up a small town providing a variety of services such as hotels, restaurants, and eatery spots for foreign tourists, especially backpackers. Not only foreign backpackers, but also the domestic tourists choose this area as they are based during their stay in Ho Chi Minh City. The area is chosen for its affordable prices, 24/7 available travel agencies, and convenient location. Passing a few crossroads, tourists can easily access to the Thanh Market, Opera House, and the Notre Dame Cathedral. The adventure begins right here at September 23rd Park, which was originally Saigon Railway Station. The old station was built in 1885. Since then, it had become one of the rare railway stations bustling to serve passengers in Vietnam and Asia. For years, the depot has close connections with neighboring Thanh Market to facilitate transportation and business activities. Not until 1983 was the railway station destroyed and moved to its current location in Hoa Hung, District 3. Part of the station was turned into the park now. The old railway station was demolished in 1983 and a new one has been built in Hoa Hung, District 3. It's time to enjoy the very first stop of the day, the iconic Thanh Market. Thanh Market is a must-see for anyone who has arrived in the city. The market, with the four-side clock tower, has been the symbol of the biggest city in southern Vietnam. The original wooden-made market was built in 1860. At that time, it was located near the wharf of Saigon River and surrounded by the old 8 trigrams or Bagua citadel. The name Thanh, which literally means citadel support, has been used for more than 150 years. Decades gone by, the market suffered bad conditions and was nearly demolished. In 1911, the French colonial administration in Saigon moved it to its current location, so they built a new market hall there. Today, Thanh Market is considered a historical monument as it bears the unique traits of the 100-year-old market without feeling irrelevant or looking out of place in the busy city life. Despite many ups and downs, it's still here to witness the development of the biggest hub in Vietnam and be where cultures are met. Not far from the market, is a famous restaurant, Phở 2000 Saigon. This is where former President of the United States of America, Bill Clinton, and his delegation once sampled the Vietnam's signature dish. Thanh Market hosts more than 3,000 kiosks and small businesses selling numerous wholesale and retail items. Sellers here have won buyers' hearts with their beauty, confidence, and good command of foreign languages. From 7 p.m., the market turns into a bustling night fair. It's totally worth having a walk around to enjoy the liveliness of the city's nightlife. The American newspaper, USA Today, once published their list of the best food markets around the world, in which Saigon's own Thanh Market ranked 15. In 2012, it became famous again as being 1 out of 10 best street food paradises in the entire planet by Food & Wine magazine. Thanh Market. Market is a place to go for all kinds of food. On our left side is the 68-story Bitexco Tower, the highest building in Ho Chi Minh City. You can get off and walk a few steps to reach the entrance to the Saigon Skydeck Observatory. Skydeck.
Tell me all about this day that is difficult to say. It was given me the day I was born. Want to know about the stories of the empire.
Consisting of the harbor and Bakdan Park on the banks of the Saigon River, 2.3 square kilometers area of Bakdan Pier is the local favorite place to enjoy the greenery and fresh air carried by the wind. It's time to hop off and do a walk around. Just across the street is Way pedestrian street. Don't forget that we will be here every hour to pick you up. Have a good time!
Mira, ahí está el edificio reconocido Way. No sé por qué nos vamos a bajar en el post office, nos deberíamos bajar en la peatonal, ¿no? En la 9,
Llámales a Levar.
¿no? En la 9, en la peatonal.
Una peatonal antes. ¿Una antes?
No, la
On the left side, you can see a large statue of one of the most famous figures in Vietnam's history, Tran Hung Dao. Tran Hung Dao was the supreme commander of Vietnam during the Cham dynasty. He commanded the Dai Viet armies that repelled three major invasions of the mighty Mongol Yuan dynasty under Kublai Khan in the 13th century. With a stern, determined countenance and a finger pointed to the Bac Dang Pier, named after his victory in Bac Dang River, Tran Hung Dao represents Vietnam's historical defiance as well as a look to the future. He is regarded as one of the most successful military tacticians in world history.
¿Qué es ese pollo pera?
¿Qué es el pollo pera?
Here comes our next stop, which is actually a combination of three stunning architectural constructions. They are the Opera House, the City Hall, and Nguyen Hue Pedestrian Street. Located on Dong Phoi Street between Caravel and Continental Hotel, the Municipal Theatre, also known as Saigon Opera House, was built in the late 19th century and opened to public on 1st of January 1990 as Grand Palace. Its architectural style is influenced by the flamboyant style of the French Third Republic. The house has a main seating floor plus 2 levels of seating above and a state-of-the-art sound system. Today, this stately landmark building hosts more than just the opera. It's also home to classical recitals, pop concerts and dance, ballet, tai leung, and folk music. It is also a place to host important meetings, conferences, or events. Today, the street breathes in the modern sense of the city, as well as leaves impression in architectural aspect. Its surface, paved with marble, creates eye-catching effects. The lining, lychee trees, and flower pots bring more green to the space. When night falls, Nguyen Hue pedestrian street is very crowded and lively. You will get to see the nightly water spring show in combination with music and laser lights. The whole street is then lightened up with the alluring colors, bringing people closer together and filling them up with the urban air. During the traditional Tet holidays, Nguyen Hue pedestrian street and Ham Nhi street are transformed to a flower street. Every year, the flower street attracts hundreds of thousands of visitors. District 1, where we are standing, is the Central District, with many administrative headquarters of former Saigon, as well as the current Ho Chí Minh City. The center of the building rises high, with a symmetrical roofing on both sides. Besides decorative detailing, the building also houses 3 statues. The middle statue sculpts a woman and a child guarding off bloodthirsty animals. On either side of the statue are 2 sculptures of sword-holding women. The building is considered one of the most notable architectural buildings in Ho Chi Minh City. Through many historical periods and name changes, the headquarters of Ho Chi Minh City People's Committee, or City Hall, still holds an antique beauty while breathing in the contemporary air. At night, the entire building is lit with artistic lighting, creating a nighttime allure. Standing in front of the City Hall is President Ho Chi Minh's statue. The image of the nation's father in casual clothes, raising one hand, is a welcome symbol to all citizens of faraway travelers. If you continue forward from this stop, you will see the City Hall and at the other end, the Municipal Theater. Connecting the 2 buildings is Nguyen Hue pedestrian street. Don't hesitate to see around and take pictures. Coming buses of angry tourists will pick you up from here. Please don't forget our next stop. To the shape of a wang, meaning king, letter in Chinese. The palace's front was decorated with stylized bamboo screens, mimicking Vietnamese houses' rooms, screens and details of ancient pagodas in Vietnam. The in-charge architect back then was Mr. Ngo Viet Tu, the first and only Vietnamese person to win Roman laureate. You can take a look at the living and working quarters, conference rooms, bar rooms, and many more of the former residents of Vietnam Republic Government or South Vietnam Government. You can also look at the tanks 843 and 390, 2 historical artifacts of the glorious victory of the Vietnamese people.